Donald Trump always said he wanted to drain the swamp in Washington. Now he's back and making good on that promise with fast action and a powerful ally, Elon Musk. Unlike his first term, this time Trump is acting quickly, giving Musk a leading role in reshaping the federal government. Musk, known for his work with companies like Tesla and SpaceX, has been granted wide access to government agencies. Congress has been mostly silent, and the courts are struggling to respond fast enough. Trump and Musk want major government reform. They've made it clear entire agencies might be eliminated. Musk and his team, calling themselves the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, have spread throughout major federal institutions: education, energy, treasury, defense, and many more. Musk, who seems to be enjoying the process, even compared himself to the consultants from Office Space, asking, "What would you say you do here?" Cutting government budgets is something many people on both sides of the political spectrum support. But there are questions about whether Musk really understands the inner workings of these agencies, or if he's just making fast, reckless cuts. He jokes that he's just tech support, but his approach feels like private equity. Move in, cut costs, sell off what's not working. This chaotic style mirrors how Musk runs his companies. But the federal government is not a tech startup, and changing how it operates comes with serious consequences. DOGE was born from a meme Musk loves, DOGE, and turned into a real agency with a mission to cut costs. It replaced the U.S. Digital Service, which was created during Obama's presidency to modernize government tech. Musk says the goal isn't just modernization, but deep cuts to government spending. He believes inflation and high interest rates are caused by overspending, and that cutting the federal budget will help the economy. During the campaign, Musk claimed he could cut $2 trillion, then adjusted that to $1 trillion, but even that smaller number would be a massive challenge. So far, the cuts haven't come close to the big promises. DOGE has released lists of canceled contracts and leases that they say saved around $55 billion, but many of those numbers have been questioned. Some cuts were counted more than once, and there were basic errors like typos and miscalculations. One example, a contract they said saved $8 billion actually only saved $8 million. The DOGE team is mostly young men with tech backgrounds, along with a few of Musk's longtime loyal followers like Steve Davis. Their style has often ignored traditional rules and sometimes even federal laws, especially when it comes to staffing and handling sensitive information. They entered without a clear sense of who does what in government or how different departments operate. Musk and Trump have used unproven claims of fraud and waste to justify mass firings across many agencies. In some cases, the consequences have already been serious. DOGE helped push out about 350 workers from the National Nuclear Security Administration, many of whom are responsible for safeguarding nuclear weapons. Now, some of those people are being hired back because of the risks their absence created. Musk has admitted they'll make mistakes, but says they'll correct them quickly. Since Trump returned to office, tens of thousands of federal employees have either been fired, resigned, or taken Musk's buyout offer. That number is expected to rise. Musk has followed the same playbook he used when he took over Twitter: large layoffs, fast decisions, and a fork-in-the-road moment for remaining staff. At Twitter, he gave employees 24 hours to choose whether to stay or leave. Over 1,000 chose to walk. He used a similar message early in Trump's second term, offering federal employees a choice to adapt to the new way or get out. But the damage caused by his chaotic takeover of Twitter is still unfolding. Many of the people laid off are suing, and others had to be hired back. In the private sector, that kind of backtracking is easier. In government, it's far more complicated and potentially dangerous. There's a growing concern that the same reckless style Musk used in the private sector is now shaping the federal government. While Musk can recover from mistakes at his companies by rehiring or adjusting, those kinds of quick fixes aren't easy when dealing with national security, public health, or social services. Congress, which controls government spending, has mostly stayed quiet. With Republicans leading both chambers, there hasn't been much resistance. Legal challenges have begun, though. Unions and advocacy groups are filing lawsuits on behalf of fired federal workers. Some of DOGE's actions are being called unconstitutional or illegal. But because the judicial system moves slowly, Many cuts are happening before courts can intervene. Critics believe this restructuring effort is tied to a larger plan called Project 2025, which aims to expand executive power, shrink the federal government, and cut regulations. Trump's budget director, Russell Vought, is a key architect of that plan. DOGE and Project 2025 aren't officially connected, but they share many of the same goals. Whether or not Musk is directly following Project 2025, his work with DOGE is making it a reality. Musk insists he's doing this to help fix the national deficit and claims it's necessary to avoid bankruptcy. But as he slashes agencies, the question is whether he's helping the country or himself. There are major conflicts of interest. Musk's companies, like SpaceX and Tesla, are heavily tied to the government through contracts and regulations. The FAA oversees SpaceX launches. The Pentagon and NASA rely on his rockets. The agency that regulates auto safety oversees Tesla's self-driving cars. Critics ask, can someone who stands to profit from these agencies fairly decide who gets contracts? Adding to that concern, at least 5 independent inspectors general investigating Musk companies were fired by the Trump-Musk administration. Musk says public scrutiny will keep him honest, and the White House says he'll recuse himself if conflicts arise, but relying on him to police himself is a problem. Last year alone, Musk secured nearly $3 billion in federal contracts. First, he reshaped Twitter. Now he's reshaping the U.S. government. Best case, DOGE brings real efficiency. Worst case, critical systems break down while Musk benefits. That's the fork in the road the country faces now. Thanks for watching Investingflix. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and drop a comment below. For more expert insights on personal finance, investing, and wealth building, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out.